All right, check, 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 check. All right, I'm going live in the daytime, y'all. Anybody? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have some fun, and I got something for y'all. But welcome everybody. I will turn on my music, but that's okay. All right. So let's get in here. Let me turn on something. Something. Just get the vibe going. What's good? Here we go. If y'all on TikTok, give me some likes. Give me some likes. Let's get the people in this. Hey, look, I know it's daytime. I'm gonna start doing daytime live. Somebody say you early, but yeah, we gonna get it. Oh yeah. All right, you got questions for me? Give me the questions. Yeah, we gonna do it early. We'll start coming on early, y'all. We'll start coming on early. All right, y'all. All right, welcome, 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 welcome. I hope if you can hear me saying, you watch. We appreciate you watching. You said I have a lot of patience on Caught in the Act. I appreciate you watching tonight, y'all. Caught in the Act, Unfaithful, new time, 8 p.m. prime time, y'all. They got me and Terry prime time now. All right, Slim Thick. Let me ask you a question. Can you hear me now? I turned off my music just to make sure. If you're on YouTube and you're on YouTube or Facebook, can you hear me? Say yes or no, yes or no. I just want to make sure. YouTube or Facebook. If you can hear me on Instagram or Facebook, you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Y'all going on early? Yes, I can hear you. All right. All right, y'all. So yeah, we're on early tonight, MTV. Y'all know the show that I am on. I am the relationship coach on Unfaithful, Caught in the Act. Somebody just gave me a gift. I don't know what that is. Thank you, Lay. Thank you, Lee. Lay. I just want to make sure I got it right. Loud and clear. All right. So look, y'all, I'm gonna start coming on early, and I'm gonna start just kicking knowledge because next week, I've got my challenge, my 5-day communication challenge. It's literally going to change your life. A lot of people have signed up, and I'm going to be promoting it all week because some of you are going to need it. So each day, I'm going to give you a new strategy on communication. I'm going to give you a strategy that's going to change your life. Okay? All right. So today's strategy, before we go, is going to be, it's called 3 Ways to Avoid Miscommunication. 3 ways to avoid miscommunication. So, but before I get into the session, and we're going to go about about 30, 35 minutes. But before I get into the session, I want to know your name. Some of y'all might still be at work, but your name and where you, I love you too. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. But give me your name and where you're checking in from. Name and where you're checking in from so that I can properly acknowledge you. Hey, Laura, properly Linda from Jersey Shore in the building. My girl Heidi, one of my favorite students in the building. All right. Let's see who got Tiffany from Houston in the building. Ada from Ethiopia in the building. We've got who we got? Who we got? Gloria from Florida in the building. Kelly. What's up, Kelly? Thank you. I love you too. Love from Boston, Mass. Oh, thank you so much, Donna from New York City. All right. Let's see who else we got. Nardus from the Netherlands. Kaylee from England in the building. Burlington, North Carolina. Lisa in the building. All right, Donna from Connecticut. Nora from Dubai. Abu Dhabi. All right, love you, Coach K. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Debbie from, is that Chalk? 4122 said that. Debbie from South Florida in the building. Is that Lycra from Alaska? Hey, Sonia. Sonia, one of my always students. Thank you, Sonia, from the DMV area. Good to see you, baby. Brianna from the DMV area. Is that Sharon? Sharon, I just want to make sure I pronounce it, but she's from DC. Thank you, Jackie B in the building. In other words, that cute BBW. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. All right, y'all. Is that Sharon from the NYC? Y'all, I be messing up names. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't mean to. Sharon. All right. Yes, that cute B. Thank you, baby girl. Appreciate you. You know, Coach want to get it right. All right, y'all. So look. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start setting aside time to answer questions, but I want to make sure what I want to do today, though. I want to, because I got all my platforms up, and I know I'm in the daytime. We don't have as many people watching, but I wanted to start doing some things in the daytime because there are people that I'm missing. There are people I need to speak to, and I cannot speak to them where they are. And Craig, great is where do you get those glasses? I got these, Craig, these are readers. Like if you see me with different glasses, it's only because I don't wear glasses normally, but I can't see these little print. So I felt like I need something stylish. But Craig, I got these from Vogue Glam. I got about 35 pair from different places, and go there and I put the amount of magnification I need in them, and I try to get something different every go round. But yeah, Vogue Glam, go there and get you some. All right. I don't even endorse them. I mean, they need to give me a contract or something. I've told so many people. All right. So here's what we're going to talk about today. The conversation today is, how do I avoid miscommunication? Have y'all ever wanted to communicate something and you wanted to communicate something, but it didn't quite come out like you wanted it to come out, right? Either, number one, either you didn't say it because you didn't know how to say it, or number two, it came out, but it did not come out properly. It could be in a romantic situation, or it could be your family, your mother, your sibling, somebody at the job. It could be anybody. Has that ever happened to you? Just put one in the comment section. One in the comment section. All right. So I want to see if now I already know the answer to it, right? I already know the answer to it, but I wanted to talk about that. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. When you're in a relationship and you're communicating, there are two things I want you to understand. Y'all, when y'all come, when I speak, get your paper, pencil, because I'm not just trying to entertain y'all. I am always, when you see me, I am always the person who is always trying to teach you something. I am always wanting to empower you. Her Pretty Claus says, one. She put a lot of ones in there. She says, everyone is so touchy-feely nowadays. I'm shaking my head. Now, so that being the case, in the environment we're living in, and if you're in a relationship with somebody, and a lot of times you want to express a need that you have, or you want to express an expectation you have, and so you're having a mental and emotional dilemma. And that dilemma is around, number one, should I say it? If even in dating, I have an expectation. I have an expectation or a need that maybe is not being met. And so it enters my mind. And then I decided that, so I have what we call a conundrum. And this conundrum is number one, should I say what it is I need to say? Should I say it? Okay, because I am wondering, I'm wondering how the person is going to react to what I have to convey to them, right? And that's number one. Should I say it? And then number two, um, I don't how. Once I've decided I should say it, then the second part of the conundrum comes into my head, and it is how should I say it? Right? Does that sound familiar? And all of this might happen within like 30 seconds, right? All of this happens in your brain in 30 seconds. And so what you do is you make a calculation about something, and this calculation is, should I say it or should I just not say it? And many times, what do? You simply suppress what it is you have to say. So you don't say it. And then it goes unsaid. And you know what happens every time it goes unsaid? When it goes unsaid, then inside of you, resentment begins to build. See, resentment begins to build because there is something in you that you want to convey, but because you cannot convey it because of the things that you have decided, what happens is resentment begins to form in you towards the other person. Am I right or wrong? Y'all tell coach, y'all speak back to coach, because coach been doing this a long time and he's super smart. And so this resentment that begins to form in you turns into what I call, it begins to become penal, meaning you're mad at the other person because they don't understand the need that you have. They don't understand the expectation. And then you begin to rationalize, or you begin to affirm the thought that you have. Now, watch this. Does this sound familiar? They should know. They should know. They should be, by now, they've been raised a certain way and they should know. So what happens is the resentment that you feel becomes too intensive. It begins to intensify. It begins to magnify. And this is resentment that you feel because what you tell yourself is they should know. They're not doing it because they don't want to meet my need. Does it sound about right, y'all? You ain't got to be an amen corner. I already know it's right. And so what happens is you're in a relationship and then you say something like this person, they don't meet my needs, I'm out. And you get angry because you never conveyed the need that you have, but then you penalize the other person for not knowing what that need is, for not knowing what your expectation is. And so here's the thing. One of the things that I'm about to give you a strategy. Every day I'm gonna give you a strategy. But for those of you who really want to turn around your life, you need to come to my 5-day communication. It's called Communicate. It's a 5-day challenge. I am going to teach you, but I'm going to challenge you to be better. I'm going to teach you things you've never heard before. Because y'all, think about this. Communication. Communication can start a war. Communication can end a war. Communication can start a fight. Communication can end a fight. Can I give y'all, and then I'm going to give y'all these, I'm going to give you this strategy for the day. Can I tell you the statement that I despise hearing from people? I despise it. And some of you have said this very statement. The statement is, watch this. Well, I'm just going to match energy. I'm going to match his energy. Or I'm going to match her energy. And have you ever said something? And then if they get mad, you get mad. They get angry, you match it with anger. You ever notice that? Can I tell you why that is one of the dumbest statements that I've ever heard? Allow me to explain it. When you match energy, you create more of that energy. There are people who die every single day because someone matched their energy. Someone got mad and they began popping off, and then you got mad because they popped off at you. And then you begin popping off. And then somebody decided that they would kill someone else because they matched their energy. Now, those are extreme examples. However, it happens every day. So, what I teach people in my communication, I teach people how to diffuse energy. Diffusing energy is different than matching energy. Yes, yes, Pamela. When you match energy, you create more of the energy. Why do you think people who are angry always find somebody who angry? Always start an argument. You ever notice when people say birds of a feather flock together? That is why people who are sad always run into other people that are sad. You ever notice that? And you ever notice how people who like business are drawn to other people who like business? Y'all, it is all energy. I'm going to teach about this a little bit on it in my new challenge that's coming up, the 5 days. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, every day I'm going to preach this. If the communication can literally change a relationship, I can show you a formula. I spoke to a group in Florida, and I was telling them that I have a system that can literally get you in a relationship within 8 months to a year. I have a system, and I just wrote a book about it. And when I explained it, Friday and Saturday, I had to speak at 2 different events, and I explained the system to some ladies. They looked at me like, this makes so much sense. The problem is because you never heard something, your brain rejects it. Because when I teach people something, I not only teach you what to do, but I teach you why to do it. See, most of us just focus on what. See, here's how coach works. Everybody listen. Not only do I focus on teaching you what. People want to know what. But I teach you why. So let's say you want to get in a relationship. That's what you want, right? But then I talk about, well, why do you want it? I focus on why first, because your why is the thing that is going to keep you fueled once I show you the strategies. Because remember this, y'all, if your why is big enough, your how becomes irrelevant. If your why is big enough, your how becomes irrelevant. You see, then and only then I go to the how. Then I teach you the how. So when I teach you the how is different than you've ever thought before. The how is different than you've ever been taught before. The how, the strategies that I teach you, the how is so much different than what your brain rejects it at first. See, here's the thing. Your brain rejects things it has never heard. And that is the reason why I tell you to keep doing it, And the more you do it, the more it becomes a part of your reality. All right. And so in my challenge, and we'll talk about that. But today, let me give you, I wrote this down. I'm going to give you some strategies. All right. Strategies are always easy, but most times people don't do the strategy because they ain't never heard it before. They don't think it works. All right. First thing, here we go. Strategies. 3 ways to avoid miscommunication. 3 ways to avoid miscommunication. Number one, first way to avoid miscommunication is shorten your message. Shorten your message, especially in text and in email. If you want to avoid miscommunication, the more you say, the more opportunity for the person to hone in on a part of your message, on a part of your message. For instance, if you start saying you ever notice how when you want to tell somebody something, you want to beat around the bush, you want to give them all of the other stuff around it to soften the blow of what it is you have to say. So, for instance, if you want to tell the person that you're not getting enough intimacy, you feel like, they're not satisfying you sexually. I'm just using that as an example. Well, you beat around the bush. How was your day? Yeah, you got to take out the trash. And I did this today, and me and Mary talked about this. And what you're doing is you hope the person says something to you that you can hold in on, that you can find an entryway into the conversation. And so you say all of these other things, and the person gets lost into what you're trying to say. But what you're really trying to do is hope they figure it out. Right? Y'all know I'm telling the truth. And so what I tell people, if you want to avoid miscommunication, you shorten the message. For instance, here's one of the ways you might do it. Okay? You might say, I've noticed, and I'm going to teach you this in my in the challenge. I've noticed that our intimacy isn't what it used to be. I noticed that we don't cuddle like we used to. We only make love. I noticed that we only make love twice a month now. This is what I see. I'm noticing that. I feel disconnected from you. I feel devalued in our relationship. I feel like we aren't growing. Notice what I just did. I shortened my message. My message was concise, but I never attacked the other person. You see, y'all, what we do is we feel like the more we say, the more the person will accept the message. And listen to me closely. In communication, I teach my students, your goal is not to make a person feel any kind of way because you cannot control how a person feels. The only thing you can control is the message you deliver. Your message should focus on three things. Number one, it's not aggressive. Number two, it's not combative. And number three, it is you articulate the meaning where the person understands what you're trying to say. You see what I just did? I did those three things. And that is your responsibility. Second thing, number two, 3 ways to avoid miscommunication. This one is powerful. This is powerful. Here it is. I wrote it down, y'all. Y'all see, I write it down, so I got it here for y'all. Second way to avoid miscommunication is tell the person the emotion you're feeling instead of showing the person the emotion you're feeling. Now, I'll say that again. Some of you going to say, what, coach? Tell the person the emotion you're feeling, but don't show the emotion you're feeling. I'll give you an example. You know what? If I'm talking to someone and I say the truth is I'm angry right now. I'm angry. I'm sad right now. So I'm disappointed right now because blah, 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 blah. Here's what, but they don't see it on me. I'm telling you the emotion I'm feeling, but I'm not showing the emotion. Why is that it's so important? That is important because you ever notice when you show the emotion, when you show anger, there is a thing called transference of emotion. Whenever you show the emotion, all intense emotion is transferable. That is the reason why if I tell you that I'm mad, if I tell you that I'm sad, if I tell you that I'm frustrated, but you don't see it, now what your brain says, it is confused. Your brain says, what? Well, tell me why are you angry? Now their brain says, I need to know why they're angry. I need to know why because I don't see it, but you're telling me you're angry. You're telling me you're frustrated. You're telling me you don't feel valued. And so it is so powerful. Now, the other person's mind says, I'm responsible for that emotion. I need to know what it is. I need to know why. It is super powerful. But what we want to do Most people simply want to show the emotion. We're not interested. We want to show the emotion. We're not interested in anything else. I just want you to see what I'm feeling. No, in communication, I want you to respond to what I'm feeling. And the truth is, I didn't say, notice what I said. I want you to respond, not react. Write that down. I want you to respond to my feelings, not react to my feelings. Because if you see it, you're going to react to it. If you hear it, you're going to respond to it. If you hear that I'm experiencing this, you're going to respond to it. Y'all, this is super powerful. Ooh, ah, whoa, whoa. All right. And third, last but not least, today, and then I'm going to tell y'all what y'all need to do. Today, the last thing I wrote down here is what you want to do is if you want to avoid miscommunication, you want to use observation phrases. I wrote this down, y'all. Observation phrases, okay, go something like this. I notice blank. I notice that we are not making love as much as we used to. I notice that when we talk, you raise your voice at me. I know observation. I see that the trash. I see that the trash hasn't been taken out in 2 weeks. I noticed that. And when you use observation phrases, now observation phrases simply keep it neutral. It's not like I said, you are doing this or you are doing that. I'm simply saying what I'm observing, what I am observing. Why? Why do I do that? I do that because because y'all know how people are. When somebody says you do this or you do that, it is the difference between what we call I language and you language. Whenever you say you need to do, or you do that, you always do this, or you always, and the other person, as soon as they hear that with the other person, they feel attacked. And they feel attacked, right? Whenever you feel attacked, what do? You attack back. But what the brain says is, whenever you use I language, you're not attacking me. Oh, wow. See, the brain says you're not attacking me. I'm simply saying, here's what I noticed, and here's how I feel about what I noticed. I noticed that we're not as intimate as we once was. I feel we're not connecting. I feel we are disconnected at this point, and I don't want to be. So, y'all, what this does, when you use observation phrases, it not only hones in on the issue, but it hones in on the issue without attacking the other person. This is powerful, y'all. This is powerful. I'm telling y'all, it's powerful. Thank you, Tough Love Experiment. I appreciate you. It is right. And y'all, listen to me carefully. This goes for man or woman. And so for me, at this point, y'all, I am always wanting to help people be better. For those of you who want to be better, if you're on Instagram or you're on TikTok or you're on Facebook, here's what I want you to do. I've got a 5-day challenge coming up. This 5-day challenge, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to communicate through conflict. I'm going to show you how to communicate when you're dating. I'm going to show you how to communicate when you're in a relationship. I'm going to show you all of the things about communication. It's going to be intense. And it's not like a seminar. You're going to have a challenge. So at the end of class, at the day before day 1 to day 2, every one of y'all going to have to do something. And y'all, is there ever been a time you wanted to say something to your parents or your siblings or your husband or somebody you're dating? Is there any time you ever wanted to? And what I'm saying is, and you have not been able to do it, y'all, your life was on your job. Some of you are not getting promoted because you don't know how to communicate that you need one, that you deserve one. You just expect them to know, but you are not doing it. Y'all, some of y'all, that's why I'm starting to go live in the daytime, because some of y'all need what I got. And if I only go live at night, some of y'all miss me. But somebody's listening to me now. I got a 5-day challenge starting next Monday. It's going to go from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to teach, and that's what I'm going to do. So what I want you to do, if you're on TikTok, go up to my bio, click my link tree, and you're going to see 5-day challenge, communication challenge, a general admission, and there's a VIP. The difference is the general admission, you get the general admission for that hour and a half that I'm going to teach. But if you go VIP, you're going to get extra. Not only going to get extra, I'm going to give you, you get to ask me any question you want, and I'm going to give y'all a special prize. Everybody that gets VIP, you get time with me, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a special prize that nobody else will get. Literally, it's going to change your life. If you're on Instagram and you are on TikTok, go up to my link tree, click on the link tree, and the first one says 5-day challenge. If you can join VIP, y'all. It's time. It ain't that much. Just invest in yourself. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to put the link on YouTube, but you can go up to my bio too. But I'm going to put the link here on YouTube. Facebook, go to my bio, and you can see it there. If you go to my bio, but I am putting the link up, y'all. Hold on, let me see here. Here's the link. I'm putting the link right here for YouTube. I got all my platforms up. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram or TikTok, because all of them are looking at me right now. Go up to my link tree, my bio, and click on 5-day challenge. Let me just say this before I jump off. You know, sometimes, y'all, we will invest in everything. We'll buy the shoes we want. We'll go to homecoming and spend $500-$600 on an outfit just to look good, to look hot when you go there, only to come back and be where you are. I get it. But we rarely invest in our personal development. Why is it that our relationships are the one thing that we won't invest in? We won't invest in having better relations. We don't invest in stuff like conflict resolution, communication. We won't. But we buy it. We buy those Jordans for our kids and spend $400-$500. And we won't invest $60-$70 on our personal development. I'm just saying. But we expect it to be better. But for those of you who want to invest in yourself and you're willing to say, Coach, teach me to be better. I want to date. I want to find my person. And part of the reason you don't have your person is because you don't know how to communicate with them. I'm just being real. And you're going to see real live examples when you come to the challenge. 5-day challenge. Click my link in my bio, and you will see it says 5-day communicating to get your needs met. All right, y'all? All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Hey, Alexa just jumped on and said, I'm not sure how to help you with that. That's crazy. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.